morning everyone, and welcome back to a brand new vlog with me. Welcome to a Christmassy vlog. This is going to be lots of prepping for Christmas. If you saw my last vlog, you'll know that I started to get into the Christmas spirit, had a lovely Christmassy day out, and now I'm just full throttle Christmas. So in this vlog, you are going to see how I make my foraged Christmas wreath. We're also going to put a DIY advent calendar together, and I'm going to start decorating the house for Christmas. I'm not going to do the tree yet, that will come in a later vlog because we do get a real Christmas tree, but I am going to get the house ready because I'm just ready to go. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me. So I actually started this vlog yesterday because today is an absolutely hideous weather day. It is dark, it is raining sideways, it is not a nice place to be. And the first thing you have to do when you are foraging a wreath is obviously forage. And yesterday was glorious. So I decided to do that yesterday. So I will insert that footage here. So all I've got here is a foldable bucket. So I actually use this for my cold water swimming. I bought it on Amazon for about £10. It's a 20-litre foldable bucket, just some thin gardening gloves and some snippers because obviously some of the branches are a little bit thicker. So that's all I take, and let's see what we can find. I like things like ivy. They're nice little traily bits for the ends. Then obviously pine, holly, and I really like these dried fern leaves as well. They're really nice on my wreath. And then I just sort of see what takes my fancy. Anything with berries. You also have to try not to take more than what you need. That's really important. Right, I think I've got enough holly, pine and dried up fern. So now I just need to have a little look around and see if I can find anything interesting to pop on there as well, because I've kind of got my base stuff there. But I found this awesome holly bush just above me. I did have to tie Eddie to this fence, which he wasn't very happy about, but we're done now. It didn't take very long. Let's just appreciate that we do obviously have our mascot Eddie here hanging out in the corner. He was very, very helpful foraging a little bit earlier on, and now he's a little bit tired, so I put his jumper on. And you can see he's just closing his eyes. Not quite sure what these rabbit ears are all about. It was really successful, and I've got all my bits here. Obviously it was quite hard to vlog, so I just got a little bit of footage, but I'll just show you what I managed to get. Holly, I got quite a lot because I do want to incorporate quite a lot into the wreath. These dried fern leaves, these little bit of this stuff, I don't know what it is to be honest, but I used it last time, so I know that it kind of kept shape quite well, and it's got these sort of buds, just looks quite nice, adds something else to go with the holly berries. Christmassy pine, so I've got plenty of that to put on there. A little bit of a vine as well, of ivy. I just find that a little bit of a wispy vine leaf at the end looks quite nice. I haven't got a clue what this is, but I really like the colours and I thought it all went really nicely together, and I just thought it was really autumnal and pretty. So I'm going to add that on. It's a little bit spiky. Obviously, just be careful when you're doing these things, you know, just do it very slowly, or you can wear gloves throughout. And finally, this is actually what I'm going to put it on. So effectively, all we're going to do is make a few bunches of everything all put together, and then we're going to use some gardening wire. You can use, I've got some like goldy coloured floristry wire, attach it in sections to something like this. There's loads of different things you can buy in Hobbycraft like this, but I like that this one is gold, and you'll see that the kind of style of wreath I do is a little bit more modern. It's not that sort of big traditional one, so sometimes you can see the frame that it's on. So I love yellow gold. I picked this one up from Hobbycraft. I think it was in a set of 3 and it was very, very reasonably priced. Right, so I'm just going to go and grab my floristry wire. Then I'm going to lay all of my bits of foliage actually on the kitchen counter, because then I can work on the table. I think that will work best. So let me organise myself. Thanks for helping, Eddie. I've got some brown string if I want it. This is the gold floristry wire. I just picked that up in Hobbycraft, and this is also from Hobbycraft, just some other little floristry wire but in green. Obviously scissors, still got my snippers as well. I will start by making the base, so I'll make the bunches, and then at the end I will add some accessories. So I'll show you what I'll be using, but you can literally use anything at all. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bunches that I've made. So I'm now going to start wiring them to the golden hoop. And then at the end, I will add the holly, the little bits of ivy vines that I've got, and the decoration. So basically, we're just going to start and build like a background and then add to it. Had to stop. I've done my first one because I realised I haven't got any Christmassy music on and I need a cup of tea. I'm going to do that, but that's the first one on. So I have just basically tied it in a few different places. I know that that's going to be my top bit and we'll just keep working it and overlapping it. So if I pick this one up, the next one will start sort of about halfway, and that's how you kind of build up onto your frame. Like to leave the top quite bare so that the gold is exposed. I just like it. I feel like it's a little bit more of a modern wreath. So here are some of the decorations I have. So I've got the holly that I picked. These are some pine cones that I picked a while ago, and today I just decided to put a little bit of paint on them. So my home and decorations are all kind of white and green, and I just decided to just add a little bit of a splash of colour onto the pine cones. Plus I think with the white it kind of looks a bit snowy. That's dry now, as it's just some of my acrylic paint that I use when I paint on canvas. I picked these up in B&M recently. They were £2, as you can see, and I just thought I might put a couple on there, might add a bit of sparkle. So I'm going to play around with that. Let's see what happens. Still needs a bit of tidying up and finishing, but it's coming along nicely. Getting some holly on there now. I love those stars. I think they're quite subtle, which is nice. So with the pine cones, it is a little bit awkward. Get a longer piece of wire and just wire the cone first around the bottom, and then like twist, 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 twist. And that will kind of secure it, if that makes sense, so that now you can kind of put that wherever you want. And that's how I attach those. I think we want more pine cones. But where do we want them? Do we like them kind of all towards this side? I've got 3 stars there. Do I maybe want one more here? I think so, yes. The back of this is an absolute mess, but no one's gonna see that. Hey, I think we need more here. Yeah, I think we're gonna put a few over there, aren't we? Really happy with that. I think it's pretty much there. So there's going to be a few stragglers, so I'm just going to review it. I have been snipping bits off as I've gone, but there's a few wispies that I don't want. I did add the little bit of ivy at the top there, which is quite nice, but I think I'm done. That is going to be it. I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up, and then I'm gonna put my wreath up. I don't put my wreath in the traditional front door location. I actually live in an apartment. No one else is going to see it, really, apart from maybe my opposite neighbour, because it's really sort of spread out, the flats in our apartment. So I think what I'm going to do is what I did last year, which is actually put it just at the head of the table. That goes, and the fish goes for Christmas anyway, and then I just pop it on the wall there, and it just makes the whole space feel quite Christmassy. Okay, so as I was tidying, I noticed I had one branch left, which I didn't use. So I've gathered up all of the last best bits and made this lovely sort of Christmassy small garland. And I thought it would look quite sweet here. What do you think? So yeah, didn't want to waste these last little bits. So what do we think? Do we like it there? I think it will help sort of bring that Christmassy element to the table. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. You like it, Papa? So here I am back in the morning now on Saturday, and I was hoping to get a nice shot of the wreath in the lovely morning light, but given the weather, that's just not going to happen. I'm really pleased how it turned out. It's way better than the one I made last year, so it just shows, just keep giving it a go and you can't really go wrong, and it's great fun. So next on the list is the Advent calendar. For my mum's Christmas present, I decided to do a DIY 12 Days of Christmas Advent calendar. It sounds fancy. It's not fancy. There's a theme to this vlog. These are easy things. Just a little bit of extra thought, I suppose. So I will show you everything I've got for the Advent calendar before I wrap it, and we'll all wrap it all up and put it together later because I'm seeing her next weekend for a nice Christmassy day out for just me and Mum. However, I have struggled to find some stickers with like numbers on them. So I'm gonna pop to Hobbycraft and see if I can get any. Otherwise, worst case, I will just draw them on the wrapped gifts. But stickers would be a little bit nicer. I also need to pick something up from Next. I ordered some Christmassy pajamas, so I hope that they're nice. And then we'll come home and do the Advent calendar. Also showing you this absolute mess of a kitchen table. So I messed it up yesterday making the wreath, and now it's just an absolute tip because I got all of the Christmas bits out, and Andy's protein powder, that's not Christmassy. So we're going to go through these later as well and just see what I've got, because to be honest, I can't remember. I just thought I'd show you this cinnamon bun before I go. It is so dark in here, guys, I'm really sorry, but I thought I would just show you what I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing my Natalia burgundy jumper with bows, and it's got like some little goldy sequins on the bows, which is cute. And these are the barrel leg black denim jeans that I got recently from Primark. I absolutely love these. I think from memory they're about £18, but you can see my Primark haul in a recent video. And I also went to Primark and got these absolutely adorable pack of socks that had like dogs and things on them. I'll just show you the back of these little ankle socks, and I'm going to wear those with the Primark trainers that I bought as well, which have like cream and burgundy, so it all kind of goes. And I'm actually like almost head to toe in Primark bar the jumper, but I've got a lovely chocolate brown handbag as well that I'm taking with me. Here are the shoes that I got from Primark. You can see, and they've got that lovely burgundy in them as well. I love these. This is my attempt to show you the little dog on the back of my ankle socks. They're so cute. I think they were about less than £5 for 5 pairs, but they're really nice quality, and they've all got different dogs on them. I've just arrived at the retail park, so I'm going to pop into Next. I feel like I'm already going to get distracted because I can see some lovely things in their window. We're going to do Hobbycraft for the stickers, and I don't know, I might pop into Home Sense to see if I can get some nice smellies for Andy's stocking, because I'm still working on that. Christmas shopping is actually coming along pretty well for me. It's not the end of December yet, and I've got sort of more than halfway, which is good. I just like to get things done early. I'd rather just get it done, get it wrapped, and yeah, so let's see if I can find anything else. Hello, I am back from the shops, and that was hugely successful. I got a few gifts I actually wasn't even planning on getting yet, so love it when that happens. Let me go through the little bits that I got. This is what I came for. This is from Hobbycraft. They're just some numbered stickers, absolutely perfect for Mum's advent calendar, exactly what I needed. Then I went to Home Bargains and they had loads of little bits. Firstly, I got some chocolate monies. I'm just going to throw these in with my mum's advent calendar. Then they had these tiny little decorative Christmas trees. Can you see them? Hopefully, that's a bit better. They're so adorable. They're tiny, and I thought, firstly, I thought, oh, that would be nice on like the Christmas table setting. But actually what I'm thinking to do is put it on our Christmas dessert that I make, just to give it a little bit of decoration. But they're so sweet, aren't they? I love them. So obviously a couple of bits for Eddie's stocking. Firstly, this plush Christmas tree. It is squeaky. But that was only £1.99 and I know he's gonna love that. We might not love it, but he will. Another one for Eddie, it's a lovely rope toy with all these little gingerbread men. He loves rope toys, and again that was just £1.99. I do already have a few velvet bows that I got in Primark last year that I can dot around the house, but these are bigger and they were 99p each, and I actually had a bit of a brainwave when I was walking around the shops about the garland that I made yesterday from the extra bits left over from the Christmas wreath. And I think what I might do instead is like hang it by the front door. And I think this would be a nice little touch just to add to the top and hide all of my string. So you'll see what I mean when I do this later. But 2 of those for 99p. I mean, I can use them anywhere, so love those. A table runner for £2.99. That is such good value because, to be honest, it is going to get ruined anyway. So this is just a cream with a little bit of gold glitter running through it. It's lovely and subtle, I think, because I've got some green placemats as well for our Christmas dinner table. That is just going to be a lovely little addition to make it festive. This little reptile toy is so cool. It was £1.99. It's stretchy. And I have a nephew who is going to love this. Gift bags were 99p each. And look at this. Like, firstly, the pattern is absolutely beautiful. It's got like holly, pomegranate, robins on it. And then the ribbon to tie it up is this lovely green velvet. And it's even got a little gift tag included. This lovely little light up gingerbread house, I think it's ceramic, it's covered in glitter, it looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can pick up the glitter, but it was £2.99 and it lights up, so that is just a perfect little extra gift. I got myself some lovely festive hand wash. I thought that sounded really nice, cherry and snow blossom. Then lastly I went to Next, which was actually the main reason why I came here, and I picked up my Christmas pyjamas. I hope they fit. I will try these on later tonight when I do the rest of my Christmasing. These gorgeous diffusers, these are £5 each, guys. They're 40ml from Next. They're festive. I don't know if you can pick up the lovely design, and then they have the gold top. I just think that is such a lovely gift. Red ribbon on top. £5, I think that's such good value, especially from Next, so you know that the scent's going to be nice as well. So I got a couple of those to chuck in as extras for my family when we have a family do in December. So that was everything I got. I'm really pleased with that. It is chucking it down if you can't see from my window. So I'm going to head home, we're going to chill for the day, and later on I'm going to finish off my Christmasing with you. Oh my god, guys, look at these pyjamas I got from Next. I just opened them up. They're so sweet. I love them. 'Tis the Season by Next. I got them in a large because who wants uncomfortable pyjamas? Definitely not me. They are 100% cotton. They are really, really soft. And yeah, can't wait to try those on. I thought I'd show you them in a little bit more detail because I just love the little scene. So it's basically like a Christmassy snow scene. It says Christmas wishes to the North Pole, keeping toasty. It's so sweet. And look, like a little fox with the post box, squirrels. I just think they're so lovely. What a lovely design. So here they are. I absolutely love them. So these were £26 from Next, and they're just so comfy. As I said before, they're 100% cotton. They're really, really soft. I've just tucked mine in. It is big. I got a large, but it's really comfy and cozy, and like it's just so nice for being around the house in. So I'm going to keep these on for the rest of the Christmasing. We did pop out a little bit earlier and I picked up some new slippers from Asda. They were £14. They're all furry with a little gold buckle, which I love, and they're sort of like mule type. They're just really comfy. I did actually get them in a size 8. I'm either a 7 or an 8 in shoes. It just depends what they are. And I needed some new ones because I spilt ketchup all over my last ones. So this is what we are working with and what we are going to do today. There is a lot of mess on this table. I think I'm going to start by decorating, so then I can kind of have cleared the table, ready to do some wrapping for the advent calendar, which is going in here. It is so dark, but I'm going to do my best. It is what it is. It's only about 4 p.m. and it feels like midnight outside. It's so dark. Eddie wanted to join in as well, so he was desperately asking to wear his Christmas jumper. So interested in his stocking. Yes, Papa, that is for you, but you can't have it yet. This is Eddie's stocking. So adorable. I think I got it in Matalan last year. It's sort of a deep green with a gold E, and he can 100% tell that there are TREATS in there. Right, so I've moved the gifts and things I need to wrap onto the floor so I can see what I'm working with. I think I'm going to start with lights. So I've got a sign, which I love, in our TV stand, and I think I'm going to put these little LED lights behind it. It's just 50 of those. And then I've got another set of 200 lights that I picked up in Tesco last year, which I think I will put above the blinds just to give us a little bit of extra Christmas sparkle, and I will ask for Mr. Knight's help with that. Those batteries, they have those tiny little screws in them, so Andy's just going to go and get a little tool to open those up. I'm going to pop this in the bathroom. I picked this up in Home Bargains, mulled wine scent, so let's get that going. This is the sign I picked up from B&M last weekend. So that's already been up because I was desperate to see if it fit in the TV stand, in all honesty, and then I just left it where it was. But the only thing is, as you can see, it's just quite dark. So I've got these 50 little lights. I'm going to have a little play with them and see if I can get them to look nice behind here. Looking for his stocking because I had to hide it now. Check out this adorable jumper. I got this in Home Bargains, I think last year. It was £5. Naughty or nice. It's so sweet, isn't it? As ever, just a little bit short for this long bum. Oh. The fairy lights are done. I think the next thing I'm going to do are the cushion covers. This is the first one. This is the square one. It's sort of a linen-y texture, and then it's got these 3D trees. They're all a little bit different. This is for one of the smaller cushions, and this is in a lovely velvet, and again sort of 3D trees, and one of them is in gold. This is the last smaller one. Again, it's in velvet, but it's a lovely cream velvet and some more trees. But I think just all together they're sort of quite subtle until you get close up. So yeah, I'm excited to get these on. Right, I know the cushions are a bit messy right now, but this is what we have so far. I currently have a black velvet. This one's from Shein. This is also from Shein with the little green fluffy bits. Another one from Shein recently, and this one was from Dusk. I did buy a bunch of ones from Dusk online as well, which I liked. So I have got two that are 30 by 50, I think it's called, or something like that. It's this size. I've got another pillow that I'm going to bring in to put a cushion cover on, and then I'm just going to change one of these larger ones. Okay, so they're on. I think they're really sweet. I think they're subtle, but you can notice the difference, or I can obviously because I'm here every day, but I think they look really sweet. Let me know what you think. Or should I have done them all? I mean, there's always next year, right? But I think they look lovely for now. And then I'm going to leave this sort of cream fluffy throw that I got in TK Maxx because that's quite cozy. Actually thinking to move to the hallway now that I've done those bits, just because I want to get rid of some stuff on the table, and I know that I want to hang this by the front door. This I got in a recent Natalia haul. It was £8 and I got 20% off, so that's going to go by the front door. Then I made this yesterday, but now I'm actually thinking I might add a little bow and some brown string and have it hung up, because I think it's just really pretty, and I think that by the front door would look cute as well, so I'm going to give that a go. In the hallway, as soon as you come through the front door, this is what we have. So I've got Eddie's hook here, and then 2 more. So I usually put my handbag on one, and then I have these wooden fish, so I'm going to remove those and pop the other bits in. I've just added some brown string to tie it all up at the top and pop the bow on, and I'm using the string from the bow. And I think that'll look really pretty hanging next to the front door. I've just added the stocking behind. Just at the moment, these are actually Andy's and mine. We both have the same green ones. I picked them up in Home Bargains this year, but just until they get full, I'll just leave it there for a bit. I got were a table runner, some placemats, and some place settings for our Christmas Day dinner. I won't get those out yet because I don't want to ruin them, in all honesty, and I'm likely to, so I will leave those where they are and I'll show you them when I bring them out. So I'm nearly done with all of my decorating. The last thing is obviously the Christmas tree, which I can't do just yet, and that will go in the corner by the TV, and I've lots and lots of lovely tree decorations, so that will be another vlog. The last little bits I have are some extra candles, so I'm going to finish off my crackle wick one, and I picked this one up from HomeSense recently. It's a lovely frosted glass, pine forest, smells lovely, the top is beautiful as well with sort of wooden pine cone detail. That was about £8.99, so I will pop that on the coffee table once I'm done. This is one from last year, actually. It's from Asda last year, and I just thought it was really sweet. I love the little Christmas tree, so that's a little spare I have. This is the one I've popped on the dining table for my little Christmas village. That one was also from HomeSense. They were both around £8-9. And lastly, I've got this large crackle wick one, which is a wood wick dupe, again from Home Bargains. It's just really good value. I think they're around sort of £5 to £7, and this is obviously in the green, so that goes really nicely with my place, and I will just keep that as a spare as well. Decorating that I'll be doing today. I'm just now going to get the advent calendar out and wrap that up for Mum. So let's get wrapping. What I have is a couple of different papers, some leftover from last year that's just brown paper with golden stags, this year's new paper which is brown with green Christmas trees, and then I'm going to pop a little sticker on them, hope that the stickers don't fall off by the time my mum gets it, and then pop it in the bag, and it is that simple. I did anticipate that it would be a bit darker by the time I got round to doing the advent calendar, so I'm just going to insert some footage of the items that I've picked for my mum. Bought this big bag recently in B&M, so I'll show you what's inside now that I've got all the bits together, and then I will wrap it all up and get it ready because I'm going to give it to her next weekend. Eddie's also here and helping, obviously, very helpful. I suppose it's just another idea for Christmas gifting, just to make it a bit more fun. I know that my mum is one of those people that she's just got such a big Christmas spirit, and she would prefer something like this over one big present. So everyone's different, but this really works for her. So let me go through it. The notebook I picked up from Shein, I think it was like £1 to £2. Couple of foot packs, so can't go wrong with some of these. One of them is Champneys, that was from Boots, and then this one I picked up in Home Bargains. Radox vanilla cookies, body wash just because it's a little bit Christmassy, a painting by numbers. So my mum loves painting by numbers. I got this one on Amazon and it was about £6 or £7. This is the actual picture here that will be painted. So it's all of the colours that she loves. Those pink flowers, that bougainvillea is her favourite flower, so I think she'll really enjoy that. Little Christmas decoration, which I know she will love. It's such a sweet little snowman, and I picked that up at a local garden centre recently. Face cream, so just an extra face cream. I actually picked that up in Home Bargains, that was about £5. Got these little wooden house Christmas decorations, so you will see when I vlog at my mum's house that she is making like a Christmas village. I don't know what's gotten into her, but she's gotten really into it this year, and because these are wooden, I thought she could paint them, or she could do whatever she wants with them, really. Candle as well, I picked up in Lidl. It's called Starry Nights. It smells gorgeous. Peony, sandalwood, vanilla and tobacco. And her house is all blue. Hand cream from M&S, so it's their apothecary range, the sleep one. Then some treats. So she is quite specific about her sweet treats. She absolutely loves these Elizabeth Shaw mint crisps. And then I just added something a little bit different, just these little reindeers because they're really sweet. Champneys foot scrub as well, I just thought was another nice little pamper thing for her to do at home. And lastly, a little toy for the cats. So my mum has got two lovely long-haired cats. They're Maine Coon and Persian, and this, it's rechargeable, this one. Little toy that runs around, and I just thought that's sweet. And again, her house is all blue. So that will be everything. I just need to wrap it all up, so I'll do that next. That is the whole day done. So I hope you enjoyed all my crafty little Christmassy things that we got up to today and yesterday. I am quite tired actually. There was quite a lot of things to do, but it's always so much fun to start getting the Christmas decorations up. I really love all the cushions. I think that's been my favourite new addition for this year. And now I just can't wait for the Christmas tree. But that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. There'll be lots of Christmassy vlogs coming up over the next few weeks, and I really appreciate the support. So I will see you next week for the next one. Bye!